Alright, so here I'm gonna interview Thomas, one of the new FMK students from the online training. How did you find out about the FMK?
Well, I was looking for, I've been working out by myself for quite some time and trying to train myself, and I was looking for a good stretching routine, and I stumbled upon I stumbled upon your stretching routine, and I found that I was doing it every day after my workout, and finally I went onto the website and I discovered that there was a way for me to take classes with you vis-a-vis the internet, and that was great. It was a great opportunity for me because I've been looking for somebody that like you, that's not quite that where there wasn't all the very pleasantly surprised about that.
Okay. Yeah, it cut off. It like paused.
I saw it
Yeah.
cut out. Oh.
So then, how's the training been going so far? I mean, you probably was mentioning it, but it just cut off.
Oh, the training has been excellent. The classes have been very, considering that we're doing it online, it's very interesting that I've gotten like a one-on-one training. I've learned a lot. I continue to learn a lot, and I got to tell you, after every class, I feel a little sore, I'm a little fatigued. I get a great workout. I don't know anybody else that has 2-hour classes on the internet, but it's phenomenal. I mean, and the stretching is great. I feel great. I'm in probably the best shape of my life.
Great.
Everything's great. It's phenomenal.
So, you have prior martial arts experience?
Yes, I have taken, when I was younger, I took Taekwondo for many years, and then I took some Kung Fu about 20 years ago, so I am dating myself. I took some Kung Fu in New York with a very good instructor as well, and it was fun. I mean, and I've been practicing, and I also took Tai Chi. I took Tai Chi for probably about 4 or 5 years as well, and so I am familiar with the martial arts, although I found that I was training on my own and I wasn't learning anything. I was doing okay. My kicks were okay, not great, but I needed to take the next step. And there was really, the trainers. I live in Connecticut, and the trainers here, a lot of them are more about making money and everything else than really teaching the true arts, and which is why stumbling upon your class was a refreshing experience.
That's great. So, what motivates you to train?
I am a trainer in my personal life, and that's what I do. And if I find that if there's a mind, body, spirit connection, and if one of them isn't right, you don't perform well on any of the other two. So I've been basically taking some time here to really get myself in shape so I could get myself better, so I could be better at what I do for a living. I feel better about myself. I'm a better person. So training is really a lifestyle decision for me, and that lifestyle decision helps me in every other aspect of my life.
That's great.
So I can't do without it, really.
That's great. See, one thing that I noticed about you that I like, I mean, just from the training so far, you're motivated, you're on time, you work hard, and it's more like a self-motivation. And I think, especially for the training online with Skype, it requires a lot of self-motivation, because I mean, you're there, pretty much on your own, and you're pretty much, just following along. And I noticed that with Ryan as well, it's just in him, and then with my father, it's just in him. And you guys are all older guys, and it's kind of like that's kind of what I'm looking for within the martial arts. It's like that self-motivation without the need of like dangling a black belt in front of them to come along. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out how to find more people that have that self-motivation, but then at the same time still want to get involved, you know, and you know, so I just wanted to see what was something that, you know, what motivates you, you know, like as far as like, you know, like what gets you motivated to get up and train all the time, you know, just basically sharing that with the audience, you know, and the thing that's very important for the martial arts, you know. But yeah, how do you feel about, like, as far as your advancement within the training? Do you think like rankings and stuff like that have any type of motivational factor, or is it just not even about that? Is it just kind of you just enjoy training?
Personally, I don't care about motivation. I mean, about rankings and belts and all that other stuff. I mean, I've been, I had my children I've trained in the martial arts as well, and my experience with a lot of some of the martial arts schools is it was more about, you know, every like 3 or 4 months, whether or not you deserved it or not, you went for a promotional rank, and it's a money-making operation. I understand that. But for me, you know what, having a belt is something to hold your pants up. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if I get into a confrontation with somebody, telling them or having a black belt, this makes no difference at all. It's either I can defend myself or I can't. You know, so and you know, and the best way to defend yourself is really not to get into those confrontations at all. But you need to be prepared, and you need to be. But for me, it's more about feeling good. I mean, I'm 50 years old. I work out a lot. I try to work out 2 hours every day. My work. I found that I've reached a plateau, and I needed to get to the next level. And you know, my motivation isn't to get a belt or anything like that. It is really for me to feel good about myself, and for me to do a better job as far as what I do for a living. And they all meld, and they all come together, and they're all one thing.
Yeah. That's great. So you said possibly you might come visit here and train, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a friend that I deal with on a daily basis. He's kind of a business partner in Chicago, and you know, hopefully, you know, I get out to visit you. I have other friends as well, and I'm looking forward to it. I also want to try your sister's restaurant too. You know?
Yeah. You know,
so I think that'll be fun, and it'll be fun to meet everybody, because right now I'm like the man in the machine. But I'm really enjoying my training experience so far, and it's been really an awesome experience. And I would recommend it to a lot of people, to anybody. Matter of fact, I've already recommended it to my friend, my brother-in-law, and I'm hoping that my son is going to be joining us soon too, as well. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah, definitely. You know, hopefully this video will get some people an idea of, you know, how the training goes here. I don't think I advertise it enough, so I kind of want to push forward more with it, you know.
Yeah, you should let it know. I mean, on the website too, a little bit, because you know that you do provide online training. I don't know how I stumbled upon it, and I was like, wow, this is great. I mean, because I was basically, I was looking for other videos from you too, but I was using your video every single day, your stretching video to stretch, because and I look at other ones too. I mean, and I've taken other martial arts as well. I mean, and Taekwondo had good stretching, but yours is even better. I mean, because you incorporate other things like the upper body muscles, which I think a lot of people ignore. And you know, and as you get older, as you age, your muscles tend to get tighter and tighter, and your mobility isn't as great. And if you don't stretch out your upper body, you know, you're in pain a lot. And I feel a lot better since I've been doing it. And I think you said in one of your stretching things it was like a free massage. It is.
Yeah, it is. You know, I enjoy it a lot. I mean, the stretching is very meditative, relaxing, and you know, since training, I mean, I've been training like every single day, and it wears the body down when you don't get enough rest, and when you do that stretching, it's like it rejuvenates you, you know. So I really enjoy it, and I'm really glad that you found out about, you know, FMK, and that you've joined and getting involved, and hopefully we'll get more people that have that self-motivation. I think it's difficult to, because most people, I mean, a lot of people contact me that are interested in training. They'll be like, oh, I wish I was over there. I'll train with you. But then they don't want to train online because they feel like they need somebody right there, you know? So, so I hope, that there's more people out there that have the self-motivation that do get involved too.
But you know what? To answer that question, you are right there. I mean, I'm getting private lessons at times. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, you really can't. I mean, you're right there. I mean, yes, I'm not there, but you have to have some of your own equipment and whatnot. But I mean, you could make do with what you have. Like, as you can see what I'm doing. I mean, I have weights and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it's what you put into it.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you want to learn, it's a great way to learn because it's because you actually can get more classes in because you do it. It's convenient. It's right in your own house. You're not traveling anywhere. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can make the argument it's better online.
Yeah. I think definitely I wanna try to promote that more and see if we get more people involved. But it'll be great to have your son and your brother-in-law as well. And then I'll just have to get that group calling for the Skype so then we can make sure that everybody's on there. So thanks a lot for the quick little interview.
Thanks, Sifu. Have a good day. I'll see you on Thursday.
All right.